Hello and welcome. My name is Brenda Mailer. I'm so glad you're here. Today I'm inviting you into a yoga practice to support you in finding some slow and steady strength. So this practice will encompass moments of stillness as well as moments of movement and gentle strengthening in whatever way your body is willing to meet you in that moment. So I invite you as you move through the practice to really feel into like, what is my energy like today? How am I feeling? What feels appropriate for me today? And maybe where I want to ease back. And I'll always offer a few options to support you if easing back is more your flow today. But in order to build ourselves into more resilience, we do need to find those edges, where we might feel a little uncomfortable at times without moving towards pain or anything like that, right? We just want to start to expand our comfort zone. So as we move through the practice, again, meet yourself where you are, gather any supports you might need. I often use some blocks. I put a cushion underneath my knees. If there's anything else that you feel would be helpful for you, please ensure that you gather that, okay? So we're going to start seated and just do a little centering, kind of open into the practice, and then we're going to get onto the mat. We'll do a beautiful body exploration with breath, and then at the very end, I have my singing bowl set up here behind me, and I'll offer you a little sound journey to integrate your practice. All right, so let's get started. All right. So I invite you to just soften your gaze downward or close your eyes, whatever feels good for you. And we'll just start with a few gentle breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. Just a few times as you invite your mind to start tuning into this moment. Feel the seat settle a bit more into the cushion or the floor beneath you. Maybe the shoulders soften and face relaxes a bit. And just let your breath find its own natural rhythm, its own flow. Breathing in and out through the nose if that's possible for you here. How does your focus land? Where is your attention? Acknowledge thoughts. Let whatever is not needed pass. And bring your focus into your body. Just guide the mind inward. Feel the expression on your face. Witnessing tension or ease. The shoulders. The spine. Holding you. The heart space. Do you feel open through the heart? Do you feel yourself round a little forward? Just notice how you are. Feel your belly, your arms, your hands. Just feel into the sit bones, the seat. Feel your legs, your knees, all the way down into your feet. And start to feel into this essence of your body. How's your energy today? How are you feeling? Sensations, comfort and discomfort. The mind and body intricately connected. Feel the breath. Then I'll invite you to bring one hand over your heart, one hand over your belly as you connect into your breathing. And just notice where you feel the breath. Is it in the chest? Is it in the belly? A little of both. So it's a beautiful indicator of our inner state. If it's up in the chest, we might be a little bit more caught in our mind, maybe a little emotional or worried. If it's in the belly, maybe feel a bit more relaxed and open. And there's no right or wrong here. This is just tuning in. However you are, notice what it is you might need today. What does slow and steady strength mean for you? Does it mean moving gently, mindfully? Maybe it's the words of encouragement. Or maybe it's just finding those little edges of discomfort and then easing back. Whatever that is for you, honor that need. And I invite you to bring your hands in front of your heart and perhaps set an intention for yourself. Today, I'll meet myself with compassion, curiosity, non-judgment, words of encouragement. I'll meet myself by listening, tuning into my body and its messages. Whatever feels helpful for you. And take a breath and just sigh out. We'll open our practice with the sound of Om. If you'd like, join with me or simply receive. Om. Bringing the sound into our body, into our experience to support our guide, support our path. Bringing the sound of Om into our experience to guide our path forward. All right, let's get started. Come lie on your back. We're going to start on our bellies. And we're going to come into a posture called crocodile pose, where we lie on our bellies, we separate our feet a bit, heels can fall inward or outward, whatever works for your knees. You can stack your forearms and rest your forehead on your forearms, or you can stack your fists and rest your forehead on your forearms. Give your hips a little wiggle side to side, and just let your front of your body rest into the floor. And just take a few deep breaths here. Let the glutes relax. And even let the shoulders relax a little bit. Let the head relax. And then just feel the navel center gently pressing into the floor as you breathe in. And softening into the floor as you exhale. Let the breath naturally begin to deepen. You hear the sound of the breath as it touches the floor in front of your face. And just use that focus to continue to keep the mind present. Nice long exhale, deep inhale. Bringing the body into a more relaxed state of the nervous system. Continue to let thoughts just drift by and focus inward. Here you are. And so as we begin here, again, we're honoring ourselves and what we need here today. When you're ready, bring your feet a little closer together, tops of the feet grounding at the mat, and then keep your head forward to the floor, but bring your hands beside your chest. We're just going to do a little awakening baby cobra here. Nothing really big, but just start to press the pubic bone a bit to the floor, squeeze the glutes a little bit, and with an inhale, just lift the back of the head to the sky. Belly pressing to the floor, exhale, come down. And then inhale, just lift up, again, the back of the head lifting upward. Squeeze the shoulder blades together a bit. And then come down and just rest. Take a breath. And then press up through the hands. Bring the knee or the hips up into the air and come onto the knees. If you need something underneath your knees, grab that. Take the hands forward into a little puppy here and just lengthen through the upper body gently. Let the elbows come down to the floor so it's nothing too big for the shoulders just yet. But feel a little space at the navel center. The belly a little free to breathe. Let the head just come down towards the floor between the arms. And the hands can even come a little closer together if needed for the shoulders. Now with an inhale, bring yourself up into table. We're going to start by taking the right hand forward and just circle the wrist. Let's get that wrist ready here for a little weight bearing. Make some fists and do some circles, and then place that hand down. Spread the palms, spread the fingers. Right underneath the shoulder. Take the left, let's do the same thing. And then place that palm down, spread the palms, spread the fingers. Take the right foot straight behind, circle the ankle. Both ways. Drop the toes to the mat, reach through the heel, and then just go forward and back a few times here, like you're pointing and flexing. And just pause, reaching back, lengthening through the back of that leg. Take a breath. And then bring that knee to the floor. Take the left foot straight back, circle that ankle. Spread the toes a bit, and then drop those toes to the mat, reach through the heel, and go forward and back a few times. Keep the breath flowing here. Pause for a breath. And then bring the knee down to the floor. All right, let's come up onto the knees and reach the hands up to the air, lengthening through the body, and then bring the hands down onto the shoulders. We're just going to circle the elbows around, big circles for the shoulders, just opening up those shoulder joints a bit, getting some energy flowing here. Both directions, switching as it feels right for you. Go forward and back a few times. Good, and then shake the arms out. Drop the chin to the collarbone and just give the head a little roll from side to side. Just want to wake up the body here, get things flowing and moving. Rolling one ear to one shoulder, inhaling, exhaling down and across. Let the shoulders sway a little as they need to. Good. Drop the chin forward, give the shoulders a big roll, bring the head up and just open up the face, looking upward. Ah, yeah. Get the jaw opening, stick the tongue out if you like. I always like to get the full face moving here. All right, coming back onto your hands and knees. You're going to take your arms, your hands a little forward and wider, and they're just going to circle the hips around, getting into those hip joints a bit. Just go wide and back and then forward, bringing yourself into a little knee plank. Again, kind of building that awareness over the wrists, and feeling into your hips, the inner thighs, the outer hips, the low back. This is good for the knees too as you rotate around. Couple more breaths. And then we're just going to come forward into a little plank here and just bring the wrists a bit more under the shoulders. Just a knee plank for a moment. Take a couple breaths. Sink the hips forward a little bit, upward dog, lengthening through the front of the body. Lifting to the crown, inhale. And then exhale, lift the hips up. Take the hands back forward, puppy. Head coming down between the arms. Now this time, let's keep the elbows up off the floor. Big breath here. This is always a beautiful option for downward dog if downward dog is too much at any given moment when we meet that posture. Good. Now inhale, bring the hands underneath the shoulders. Inhale through cow. Exhale, round through cat. A few times with the breath. Feeling into the spine, the belly, the hips and shoulders. And as you come into your cat, you're just going to sink your hips back towards your heels. Pause here. Deep breath into the back. Just round over the thighs. And then with an inhale, bring yourself back up through cow. Curl the toes under downward dog. Take a couple breaths here. Pedal out the feet. At the end of your next exhale, drop the knees to the floor. Inhale, cow. Round through cat. Sink the hips back over the heels. Child's, take a breath. Inhale, back up through cow. We're just going to build a little bit of warmth here. Downward dog. Single breath here. At the end of that exhale, drop the knees to the floor. Inhale, cow. Round through cat. Sink the hips back to the heels. Single breath. And then inhale, come back up through cow. And into downward dog or puppy again. Okay, take a deep breath here. Notice how you're feeling. A moment to pause, check in. Feel those hips reaching up, lengthening through the backs of the legs, heart drawing towards your feet. All right, we're going to bring the left foot forward first, okay? So we're going to take that left foot up in the air if you want, or you can just drop that right knee, step that left foot through, and we're going to come into a lunge. So you can come into low lunge or high lunge here. Have some blocks nearby if you have them, okay? And so again, low or high lunge. So if you're low lunge, just ground that back foot, press the front foot forward. If you want to come up into high lunge, you can. Just make sure that your knee is over or behind the ankle and keep that back heel up off the floor here. Root down through both feet, feel some core stability, pelvic floor stability. Take the arms up and let's just come into a lunge warrior for a moment. Just pause here, take a few breaths. Lifting the gaze upward a bit, feel some back stability. Inhale, and as you exhale, bring your right hand down to your left thigh. Take your left arm, sweep it forward and up, and reach out behind you. Look straight forward here to start. Exhale down behind. Inhale up and through. Exhale back around. Yeah, now as that arm comes up and around, let's just pause, reaching it behind. Stay grounded through the feet, lift through the crown. Maybe shift your gaze to the side and maybe take that right arm forward. Now pause and breathe. Grounding through both feet, steady. Relax through the shoulders. Inhale, take both arms up, look forward. And exhale, bring the hands down. Now you can do this in high or low lunge, so your knee can be on the floor or your knee can be up in the air. We're going to inhale, shift the hips back. Exhale, come forward. Okay, so you might move that left block or you might just keep the blocks where they are, depending on where you are. So this is either half split, okay, hips going back, or pyramid. Move with your breath. Feel into the groin, down the hamstring. The front of that left or that right hip. And then as the hips come back, we're just going to pause. Fold the upper body over top of the thigh. Make sure that your blocks are kind of underneath your shoulders. Feel into the back of that leg. And the knee has a little bit of a bend in it. And how's that feel through the hamstring? Down the calf. Down the shin. Drop that back knee to the floor. Set the blocks off to the side. Bring that foot back. And let's take knees wide, child's pose. Few resting breaths here. Just check in. How are you feeling? Let the effort fade. Maybe sink your hips a little bit side to side and notice your inner state, physically, mentally, energetically. Let it all come. Good. As the heart rate slows, as the breath slows, notice how you're feeling and recognize how you want to move forward here. So a couple of options. You can come forward, you come back into that cat-cow if you want. You can come into plank either from the knees or from the toes or a little bit of both. Okay. Couple breaths and then come back into your downward dog or your puppy. Lengthen through the body. All right, now we're going to do the same thing on the other side. So you can take the right foot forward. You can take it up and back first if you want, or just drop that left knee, step the right foot through. Again, meet yourself where you are. Recognize that everything we do, moves us towards that growth, towards that evolution. So it doesn't always have to be the biggest thing to start, okay? So low lunge or high lunge, whatever you did on the other side, if you're able to maintain that balance in the body, bring the hands up into the air. Make sure you feel stable through both legs. If you're up in high lunge, you're not standing on a balance beam, you've got your feet a little like shoulder distance apart, hips distance apart. And relax through the upper body here. Breathe. Steady legs, lower belly. Now bring your left hand down onto your right thigh. And we're going to take the right arm down and back. Inhale, sweep forward and up. Exhale, down and back. Keep that gaze forward to start. Feeling into the shoulder, a little twist through the spine. And then as that arm comes up and around behind, we're just going to reach the arm back, ground through the feet, maybe shift the gaze. You're going to play with your balance, and then maybe take that left arm forward. Again, relax through the shoulders. Steady through the legs, deep breaths. If it's too much in high lunge, just drop that back knee. On your next inhale, sweep the arms forward and up. Looking straight forward again, opening through the front of the body. Exhale, bring the hands down. Grab your blocks if you have some, or down to the floor. Again, pyramid or half split. Okay, exhale forward, inhale back. Feeling into the back of that hip, the hamstring. Supporting the weight a bit with your arms, but not putting all of your weight in the arms. Okay, after you've gone forward and back a few times, just keep those hips going back here. Keep the knee a little soft and Round the belly over the thigh. Deep breaths. And with each exhale, soften a bit. Each inhale, finding more stability, expansion. Good. As you're ready, you're just going to lift up, set the blocks to the side, bring that foot back. Come back into child's pose and breathe. Stack the fists or take the arms forward or back. And just let that effort fade. Long exhales, deep inhales. How does this feel through the back, through the pelvis? Relax the shoulders. All right, noticing how you're feeling. Feel everything calming a bit. But how's your energy? We're going to bring ourselves forward. Again, you can do cat-cow again if you want, or you can do plank. This time with plank, we're going to do a little push-up with the arms. So you can do this from the knees or from the toes. Take an inhale, and as you exhale, elbows go back by the rib cage, but not underneath the rib cage, and then press back up again. We'll just do maybe 3 of those, down and up. Okay, we don't have to have the upper body come all the way forward. It can be just a little movement as well. Elbows back, heart by the fingertips, and then press back up again. Come back to downward dog or puppy, and rest and breathe. So we do these little moments of exertion, and then we rest. And then we exert, and then we rest. And we find that slow and steady growth. Feel the ease, sit back in. And then we're going to find ourselves into a forward fold. So if you're in downward dog, walk your feet or hands together. If you're in puppy, curl the toes under, lift the hips up. Ground the feet, let the upper body fold over, bend knees. Feel the belly against the thighs. And then just naturally lift the hips just a little bit, feeling some length through the backs of the legs. Not a lot, just a little. Keep the head releasing forward, working on that surrender a little bit through the mind, through the upper body. Feel the support of your legs. Even if they're a little shaky, give the head a little yes and no, release from the shoulders. And then bend the knees, start to sink down. Take the arms wide, look up, arms wide, reach up, rise up to standing here. Get long through the body. Hands together, relax the shoulders. I'm just going to turn towards you. Inhale, lift through the crown, little back bend. Exhale, fall forward. Okay, arms wide. Inhale, little half lift, lengthening through the back. Exhale, fall forward. Sink the hips down, arms wide, pressing back up, look up, reach up, lengthen. Hands together, relax. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, arms wide, bend the knees, fold forward. Little sun breath, inhale, flat back. Exhale, release forward. And then inhale, rise back up, bend the knees, look up and press up. And hands down beside the body. Give the shoulders a big roll. Shake out the arms. Shake out the hips. Shake out the knees. Notice how you feel. Okay, stand in mountain pose. Just receive. Feel the heart beating. Feel the breath. Feel your body. Head over shoulders. Arms, elbows, hands. Feel the spine, the heart and belly, the pelvis, rooting down over the feet. Let the knees be a little soft, shock absorbing knees. Feel your ankles, heels, and the bottoms of your feet, your toes. Whole body, presence, standing here. Let go. All right. We're going to start with the left foot towards the short end of the mat, and we're going to step the right foot back, okay? Standing on 2 ski tracks, all right? We're going to take the arms up into the air, and as you exhale, you're going to bend your knee, bend your elbows, okay? Drawing it right down in so you can feel that core. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, building that fire. Couple more. Now hold that core stability. Take the arms wide into goalpost arms, opening the heart space, looking straight forward. Deep breaths here. Rooting down through the feet, lift through the crown. Now we're going to bring ourselves forward into a balance. You can do warrior 3 with me, or if there's any other balance you prefer to do, make this your own, okay? Standing over that standing leg. Keep the knee a little bit bent and reach the right heel, right foot up behind you. Take the arms wide so you can feel strength to the back of your body, your spine, and to the back of that hip that you're standing on. Breathe. Hold for as long as it works for you. Find that edge if you can. Okay, and there's going to sink the hip, move the foot back down. Good, land yourself on a balance beam. Thank that hip for its work. Bring your hands into your heart. Take a breath. Surrender through the shoulders, okay? Take an inhale. As you exhale, you're going to bend that left knee, going wide with the legs. Inhale, press up through that leg, reach up. Exhale, ground down. Looking out over that left knee. Inhale, back to the heart. Exhale, open. Inhale, reach up. Turn a little bit to that left leg and then come down and hold here, okay? Left knee over the left ankle, relax the shoulders, and breathe. Steady legs, deep breaths. And if your muscles ever shake a little bit, mine are shaking a little today, you might just be a little tired. Just meet yourself there, okay? Don't judge it. Ease back a little bit if you need to. Notice where you need to be. Turn the left palm up. Let's open up through that left side. Exhale, come back to warrior 2. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Straighten the leg a bit if you need to. Bend back in, okay? Listen to your body. Inhale, up and down. This time as it comes up, we're just going to pause at the top. Ground down through the feet, opening through that left side. Breathing into the rib. Now straighten that leg, keep the knee a little soft. Lengthen through that side and reach out over top of that leg, but keep the heart open. Keep that right shoulder open up off to the side here. Bring that hand down wherever it lands. Heart opening up towards the sky. Take your right arm and just sweep it in front and up and around. Okay, a little bit in front, up and around. Another big circle. And then as that arm comes up and around, it can pause at the top, reaching straight up, or come into the low back if you want. So just rest it there, rotate that shoulder open. Deep breath. All right, bend the knee, rise up and out. Bring the feet back together, come back to mountain pose. Notice what you notice through the body, okay? Subtle sensations, a little more aliveness, energy. Calm with the breath. Ease with a little shake out if you need to. Let the effort go. Feel the feet grounded, crown lifted, space within and around your body. Integrating, receiving. Let go of the effort, all the benefits remain. All right, we're going to turn towards the top of the mat. Right foot is forward, left foot comes back on 2 ski tracks. Okay, so we're looking forward to that right foot. Inhale, arms up. Same thing we did on the other side. Exhale, bend the knee. Feel that core. Couple more. Now ground here, steady through the core, grounded through the feet, open the arms wide, goalpost arms, goddess arms. Maybe lift the gaze just a little bit, opening the heart space as you draw those elbows backwards. It doesn't have to be really rigid, just find that breath, feel your body. And prepare yourself for that next balance, okay? Coming forward again. Whichever balance you did on the other side, maybe a tree balance if you need to. Right, whatever you did, just find a little balance here. Keep your standing leg bent. And then reach that left leg back. If you're in warrior 3, use the arms, use the shoulders. Again, meeting yourself in those edges. If you need to, maybe step out, come back into it again. Okay, one side might be very different than the other. Meet the edge of growth. Breathe. Good. Step back and out when you're complete. Okay? Meet there. Land yourself on a balance beam. Bring your hands to the heart. Deep breath. Let that effort go. Another inhale. As you exhale, bend that right knee, adjust your stance. So your knee is over the ankle, open the arms. Press up, reach up. Exhale, ground down. Back to the heart. Inhale. Exhale, open the inner thigh. Inhale, reach up, lengthen. Exhale, ground down. Shoulders over the hips. Feel the low belly is a little active. Ground through the feet. And relax. Breathe. Now turn the right palm up with an inhale. Lengthen through that right side. Come back to warrior 2. Inhale, lift and open. A little bit higher, a little bit deeper each time. Working with the breath, with the body. And then lift and hold. Ground down through the feet, lengthen through that side. And we're going to straighten that leg. Keep the knee a little soft. Lengthen through that right side and reach out. Okay, keep the heart open a little bit to the side. I like to open my palm a bit to the sky sometimes. And then just drop that hand down wherever it lands. So we're long through the spine, rotating the heart towards the sky. Grounded through both legs. Feel the inner thigh here. And then sweep that left arm forward and up. Big circles around. Feel through the side of the body as that arm sweeps through. Let it sweep up, lift it up to the sky, or take it into the low back. Again, whatever feels right on this side. Keeping ourselves balanced where we can. Deep breaths. Again, we don't have to touch the floor. We want to stay long through the body, opening the heart upward. Good. When that feels complete, bend the knee, rise up and out. Bring the feet back together. Find your mountain. Surrender. Feel the feet grounding. Feel the ankles, the knees. Give the knees a little wiggle. Shake out the hips. Shoulders, arms. Give the head a little side to side, a little roll. Release tension through the shoulders. Shake off all the effort here. And then stand in the integration. Feel your breath, feel your body. You notice my body wants to sway a little bit. We don't have to be completely stationary. Feel the aliveness of your body. Feel how the nervous system is guiding you, how your energy body is guiding you. Back into ease, back into regulation. If you need to, place your hands on your belly, help draw that breath back and down, or hand on heart and belly. As we come back into that resilience, that I did it, I'm through it, and now here I am. It's always good to remind ourselves of what we've accomplished, what we've done. Don't have to get stuck in the effort. All right. Take your feet just a little bit wider, okay? About shoulder distance apart, toes a little bit wider. We're going to reach up to the sky, hands down through the heart, pressing down here. We're going to come into either a little squat. You can just rest the elbows on the knees and squat. You can squat down further if that works all right for you. Come onto the heels, or even bring your hands to the floor. Just opening up those inner thighs, lengthen through the spine. Try and get tall through the spine still. Couple breaths. Good. Now we're going to press back up again, okay? We're going to rise back up. So you're just here, you're just rising back up again. Bring the feet together, fold forward. Release the upper body. Knees are a little bit bent. Belly resting on the thighs. And then we're going to turn towards the top of the mat, come back to downward dog or puppy. Rest and breathe. With an inhale, come forward into a plank. Drop to your knees if you need to. Okay, hold that plank for a few breaths. I like to reach a bit through my heels in my plank. Press the hands into the floor. And then we're just going to lower right down to the floor, okay? Lower right down. Okay, elbows back. Belly comes to the floor, hips come to the floor. You can take a moment in that crocodile again if you need to for a moment. Just let the effort go. Maybe give the hips a little wiggle. Feel the breath at the floor. Now grounding to the front of the body, the hips, you're going to bring your right arm right in front of you, okay? So it's like right across the front of you, propping yourself up a bit on your elbow. Bend the left knee, and then if you can, grab that left foot. Now press the foot a little away from the knee, ground with the right foot behind you, and then maybe that knee comes up off the floor a little bit. Half bow. Breathe. Opening up the front of the thigh here a bit. Strengthening through the back of the body. And then you're just going to fold forward and relax. Just draw that foot in towards the glute. Let the upper body come forward. Let that arm slide forward a bit. You might stack your fist or your forearm for your head to rest, or your head can just lift up a little bit if needed. If it's hard to reach, sometimes staying a little bit higher up is easier. Feel into the thigh. And the breath. Look over the side if you need to.
Whenever that feels complete for you, you're just going to slowly release the foot and do some little circles with that knee, with that lower leg, both ways. Take a couple resting breaths as you need. And then we're going to prop ourselves up with the left arm. Bring the right heel in towards the glute. Grab onto the foot. Okay, keep propped up a little bit and start to press the foot into the hand. Half bow. Okay, feeling into the front of the thigh. Feel the glute activate a bit. Maybe a little lift of that leg up off the floor slightly. Doesn't have to be big. Deep breathing. And then when you're ready, you're just going to relax into it. Draw the foot in towards the glute. And just rest and breathe. Try not to pull too intensely. Just again, meet your body where it is. You can always push the hip a little bit into the floor for a little bit added opening. Breathe deeply. And then whenever that feels complete for you, you're just going to slowly release and circle that lower leg. Come back into crocodile. Give the hips a little shake out, little side to side. And sigh out. Feel everything relax. All right, it's time for the back to meet the mat. Roll over onto your back. Keep your feet flat on the floor. Keep the spine long. Let the knees fall together a little bit. Let the hands rest on the belly. Shoulders ground away from the ears. Just feel that breath. Feel your body. Moving towards a deeper integration here. Just a few more things to do. To release, to open. So let's take the arms wide. Bring your feet together and lift the hips just a little bit to the left. Roll the knees over to the right. And just find a twist here through the side of the body. Support the legs as you need to. Try not to pull. Just breathe and allow each exhale a little bit more release through the tension, through the fascia of the body. Notice where you're gripping. Maybe with the mind, you can even help soften. Deep breath in, long, slow breath out. Bring the knees back to center when you're ready. Realign the hips with the shoulders. Rest for a moment and let the spine relax. Now bring your hands alongside your body. Feet together. We're going to do one little bridge here for the low back. Ground through the feet, tuck or tilt the pelvis so you ground the low back, and then lift up through the hips. Lift up. Okay, if you need to reset, come down, lift again. Ground through the backs of the shoulders, the backs of the arms. Lift through the pubic bone. Press the feet to the floor. Deep breathing here. Good, and then exhale, come down. Rest. Relax, knees fall together. Just take a breath. Arms wide. Lift the hips a little bit to the right. Knees are going to go to the left this time. Opening up that right side of the body. Maybe lifting the right arm a bit, lengthening through that right side as you rest and breathe. Deep breath in, long breath out. And then bring the knees back to center. Arms back alongside the body and ground through the low back. Bring the knees up into the chest and just rock over your lumbar spine, over your hips and sacrum. All right, now let's just open up the outside of the hip a little here to finish things off. Right foot to the floor, across the left ankle over the right knee, and flex the foot, feeling that knee draw away from the upper body, and then draw the legs towards you. So you're holding onto that left foot, maybe holding onto the shin, externally rotating with the hip, that knee away from the body. So it's a little bit active here, okay? Rest and breathe. I like to do just a little gentle rock as I release the tension through the back of that hip, helping my body know it's safe. A little bit of movement, gentle movement, nothing crazy. Maybe even take your hand to the back of that hip and just breathe. Relax through the upper body, the head, the shoulders. And then take that right foot down. Take the left foot up, circle the ankle both ways and reach to the heel. Lengthen through the back of that leg. Deep breath here. And exhale all the way to the floor. Rest the heel, shake out the knee. Lovely. Bring that foot flat. Let's cross the right ankle over the left knee. Again, same thing. That knee is drawing away as you externally rotate that thigh. Foot is flexed and we draw the leg in. Grabbing onto the foot, grabbing onto the shin as we continue to actively externally rotate that knee. Little rock side to side. Nothing big. Just a gentle motion as you breathe. Upper body is relaxed. And whenever that feels complete for you, we're just going to take that left foot down, reach the right foot up, circle the ankle, reach through the heel, lengthen through the leg. And exhale, lower it all the way down. Rest the heel, shake out the knee. And then take the other leg long, shake that knee out too. Give the body a little wiggle, take the arms up overhead, just do a little body stretch, body shake, just letting all the effort go. Let the elbows soften. Maybe stretch out the face a little and then bring the arms wherever you'd like to leave them for relaxation. If you need something under your knees, under your head, grab that. Let the feet fall apart if that works for you. Let the arms separate from the body or rest on the body. Deep breath in through the nose. Pause for just a moment at the top and then let a nice long exhale out through the mouth. Do that a few times. In through the nose, little pause at the top, and exhale. Feel the whole body surrender with the exhale. Everything falls into stillness as we receive this time for integration. Breath slow and steady in its own way. Feel the face. Relax the muscles of the forehead, the cheeks, the jaw. Let your head feel heavy and relax your scalp. The muscles of the neck relax, the throat center. Feel the tops of the shoulders relax. The shoulder joints and the shoulder blades rest into the floor. Relax the elbows, relax the forearms and wrists all the way up to your hands and fingers. Nothing to do. Feel the spine relaxing into the floor, even the parts that are not touching the floor. Feel the chest, the heart space, relaxed and open. The belly rising and falling at its own natural pace. Relax your hips, the low belly, the glutes, the thighs, hamstrings, the knees. Feel your calves relax, your ankles, let the heels feel heavy as you relax your feet and your toes. Feel the whole body breathe now. The whole body integrating, the whole body receiving. Mind, body, breath, spirit. And as you rest, I'll bring in a few gentle tones for your relaxation.
Notice how you're feeling physically, throughout your body, energetically. Integration through the mind and your whole being. Acknowledge all that you've offered yourself here today. Feel the resonance. All that you're bringing with you. Begin to reawaken the body as you're ready. Stretch or just roll over to one side. As you prepare to rise, bringing all of that with you, all that you're acknowledging. And when you're ready, coming back up to your seat. And just pausing for a moment. Eyes closed. Hands resting on your thighs or over your heart and your belly, whatever feels resonant for you in this moment. Sigh out. Feel the support of your body, the cushion beneath you, the floor. Allow yourself to rest into that space and then lift up a bit through the crown. Sit tall and alert, calm yet aware, gazing down and inward into yourself. Here you are. How's your breath? How are you feeling now? And bringing both hands over your heart. Acknowledging, embracing, bowing to yourself in gratitude. Saying thank you for showing up and meeting yourself as you are here today, supporting your slow and steady growth, your strengthening, your resilience, and your ability to find calm, integration, and peace. And gratitude as we share this time and space together. And anything else you might like to send a little love and light or gratitude towards. Let's bring our hands into prayer in front of the heart, and we'll close our practice with the sound of Om. So if you like, join with me. We'll take a breath. In that resonance. And keeping your eyes closed, rub your palms together for a moment. Feel some warmth build there. And then place your palms around the eyes. So the eyes are free and soft. Gentle pressure around the eyes. And then just open your eyes into that warm darkness of the palms. Blink a few times and slowly begin to wash your face. Feeling rejuvenated and refreshed and ready for whatever the rest of your day will bring. Thank you, mind, body, spirit, for this practice today. And I thank each of you for sharing yours. Namaste. Thank you for being here. Thank you for spending this time together and joining me on your mat. If you have any comments, questions, please share. Message me. I'd love to hear from you. And yeah, I hope that you'll join me for practice again very soon. I hope this practice has helped you to connect into your strength and stability while remembering your resilience and your ability to meet whatever comes your way. Follow me, stay connected, and yeah, I'll meet you back here again. Lots of love.